Hey guys, and welcome back to K-Pop Cosmos. I'm your host Freyja, and joining me once again is my co-host Mark. Hey Mark, how's it going?
Hey Freya, it is going good. This has been a really good K-pop week for me,
Oh,
or month, I should say. But yeah, I'm doing pretty good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. It has been a very interesting month for me with K-pop because aespa dropped that weird album thing. you know?
Yeah, it's like a CD player, right?
Yeah, so you can actually it is a CD player. So apparently you can actually put other CDs in and listen to it. I thought it was the coolest thing and super retro. I was like, oh, my childhood's back.
It's amazing that someone thought of that. That we're
yeah.
we're going to make the album an actual CD player.
Yeah.
Like to think that we've come this far in technology is just amazing.
Yeah. It's so cool. I was like, this is so unique. It's so, I don't know. That person needs a raise because that's pretty cool. so anyway, no, this is not an ESPA episode, guys. We're not doing ESPA again. So today we're actually going to be talking about someone who was kind of like under my radar, but I knew they existed. But now I wish I actually paid more attention to them.
Hmm.
And that would be, of course, BI.
Said it when it rains, so I'm slow and I'm steady. We can't move this slow on our belly. Oh, you say you need a true love with someone to kiss and love that you feeling for some touch. Ay, I could be all there and above. I just hope that I'm enough, cause I don't ever do this. When my eyes on you, 숨막힐 듯한 전율로, you know you get me loose, make me go bitter, bitter. A dance for me for two, 다리 부르는 전율로, it's only me and you, make me go bitter, bitter.
All right. So BI. So BI debuted as the leader, as the leader of the now former South Korean boy band or boy group Icon that was signed with YG Entertainment. He debuted with them in 2015. But then in 20 I want to say he went solo in 2018. I want to believe. Yeah, 2020. Let me see. It was let me go back. I know, like people, get your crap together. So in 2021, he debuted as a solo artist.
Okay.
So it was 2021. In his debut as a solo artist was just a whole mess. Let me just say. But before we get into that, BI, let me go get his socials for you guys. So if you want to follow him, you can. Where are you? There you are. So, BI was born in 1996. He's 5'9", so he's taller than me. Let's see. He has a SoundCloud account as well. It's 313. Let's see. He was born in Seoul, South Korea. He has a younger sister. He was on he was a contestant on the show Show Me the Money season 3. He joined YG in 2011. I think he was 13 at the time. And he was on Oppa Thinking episode 9. He loves Mickey Mouse and Pringles. So we can be friends. He really likes animals. Once again, we can be friends. He's a fan of Red Velvet Sulgi, because who's not? And Twice's Daehyun. I'm sorry, I got her name wrong. He likes South American culture. Let's see. He hates Aegyo. Once again, this guy and I are like on the same wavelength. And he said he wouldn't do it even if YG asked him to, but he did it for the fans. Yes, for his fans. So he uses movies and books to get inspiration for his songs because he didn't experience a lot of things in his life. I don't know if he means that as he was sheltered or he was just because he was so young when he joined like the idol life that he was just like kept away from those sorts of things. So he uses books and movies for inspiration. He likes boxing as a form of exercise. Once again, same wavelength, man. I was just reading this. I'm like, huh. I need to meet this dude. He used to go bowling or play video games with his former members in his free time. He's never had a girlfriend. I'm calling bullshit on that one.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I was like, sure. He wrote and composed all of let's see, wrote and composed all of their songs and composed Winter's Empty. Oh, he wrote what Empty and contributed to Epic High's Born Hater and Blackpink's Whistle, and 3 of Psy's songs, Bomb, Last Scene, and Auto Reverse. B has also appeared in Tae Yang's Ring-a-Linga music video. I knew I recognized him from that. And he was in Epic High's Born Hater music video. He was part of Team B on the survival show Win, so I recommend watching that. I love these survival shows. Let's see. Once in the show Mix and Match, he couldn't take it anymore and he disappeared, and they found him on a bench at the Han River gathering his thoughts while writing lyrics. And he said, I wanted to escape and I wanted to get out of the world.
A true tortured artist.
Yeah, that. Yang Hoon Suk said that he is the next G-Dragon, which honestly, I think he lives up to that.
I would agree. I would agree with that.
He's very he has one song where it's called, I believe it's called Michelangelo. One of the lines is, I am the reincarnation of Michelangelo. And I'm like, dude, I mean, I'm not gonna I was like, that's actually pretty accurate. You are very crazy talented for a guy who has to get inspiration from books and movies for not experiencing things on your own. The lyrics that he writes is like really good. Really good. And I was like, geez, man, I would call him a musical genius. I would. He's very, very talented in like all aspects of this, K-pop or just of artistry and stuff. He is a definition of an artist. He is an artist. He does everything. He writes songs, he lyrics, everything. Let's see. He's close with the former YG rapper One. Let's see. Chan, I believe from Icon, said BI is one who suggested practice early, but in the end, he's the one who sleeps in and doesn't wake up. This dude and I are on the same wavelength. Like, gotta get up and get early. I'm like, I don't want to wake up. Let's see. Out of Jay, he learned. Bobby and him were the ones who learned dancing the first and taught the other two. Let's see. In the Icon, I believe. He's he has 3 tattoos so far. I think he has more than that now. On his chest, it says nihilism. Hip that says like father, like son, like master, like man, for the kingdom of heaven. And then one on the shoulder blade is a paper plane being carried by balloons. Okay. In 2019, okay, so this is what happened during his whole solo debut. What led up to his solo debut. So in 2019, Dispatch reported that BI was accused of attempting to illegally purchase drugs in 2016. It was related that he wasn't investigated by police, even if the police knew about it. In 2019, YG announced that following the drug scandal, BI decided to leave the band and terminated his exclusive contract. In 2020, police confirmed that BI tested negative for drug use. And in 2020, he also started his own company, and it's the 131 label, which is now a subsidiary of Grid Entertainment. And 313 was a subsidiary of IOK in a company where BI was appointed as executive producer, but he left the company in 2022. And he released his single Midnight Blue March 19th, 2021 as part of Love streaming project. All proceeds and royalties of the album would be donated, and the physical album was purchased produced only 10,000 copies only. So they only produced 10,000 copies. Let's see. And he released his first solo album, Waterfall, as a debut as a soloist June 1st, 2021. And he made his Japanese debut with the album Tadaima, I believe is what that is. Tadaima on March 13th of 2024. So his Oh, he also has a light stick, apparently. So if this is not,
Really?
I apologize, but this is what comes up when I was searching for his light stick. Okay, so I'm sorry if it's not. It is called Bin Bong, which is kind of it says BI's official light stick, and everywhere I look, it says BI's official light stick, and I'm like, cool. So little gem things in the center light up. It looks really cool. So yeah, that's his official light stick, as far as I know. If I'm wrong, I'm sorry. Just tell me nicely in the comments below that I'm wrong. But I was like, that's cool. And let's see, his group. I don't think his fandom name is ID, so it's B Identity. So yeah, that's his thing. But he doesn't have a fandom color, which is like interesting. Well, maybe not. He is more of a hip hopper now that he's gone solo. So BI, honestly, there's a little bit more to his drug allegations. I'll just quickly get that out of the way. So he attempted to purchase marijuana and LSD in 2016 from the same lady who sold Top marijuana.
Yep.
And so I was like, oh, well, she's making her rounds in YG. And so he actually got, let's see, he actually got charged, and he had to do, I believe, 4 years of probation, or 3 years of. Okay, so in some places it says 4 years of probation, other ones say 3 years of incarceration. So there's something. Sentenced to, this one says he was sentenced to 3 years of incarceration, sentenced to probationary period of 4 years and 80 hours of community service. Other people say that he wasn't incarcerated for 3 years and was only had the probationary period and the 80 hours community service. So which one is accurate? I don't know, because I'm getting conflicting reports on this. But I was watching, so he was essentially blacklisted, but he like broke through the blacklisting, right? Like his popularity just kind of like carried him through. I don't know if it's because of internationals and the fact that we're like, really, pot? That's why he's in trouble. Okay. It's like my friends do pot. I do pot on the weekend or whatever. I don't smoke it, but like, like it's legal here. And we go, oh, just pot? Like our celebrities are out there like kidnapping people and shit. Like, oh, just did pot? Okay, well, who cares? So I'm like, I'm of that opinion. Like, knowing how stressful the idol life is, and the medicinal qualities that we found in marijuana that helps with like anxiety and depression and all that, I'm like, yeah, I mean, I don't put it past him to do it, considering, what else is he gonna, like, South Korea is kind of far behind when it comes to mental health awareness and, all that jazz. Like Minzy, was it Minzy? From 2NE1, she got in trouble just for taking medication. Like, it's legal medication in the US, but she got freaking destroyed over there for taking it over there. So they're kind of behind when it comes to that. So I don't fault anyone for going to pot, which is, we use it medicinally for that, to use it. I'm like, it doesn't really, I don't see any problem with it. Yeah, it's illegal there, but like we had like Snoop Dogg and people talking about smoking weed when it was illegal here too, and no one gave a shit. Like, So I was like, and it's just a silly thing to destroy someone's career over something so, in my opinion, minute and small. When he's so talented, it would just be a huge waste, in my opinion, to the music industry to destroy someone for one mistake that they made when they were young because of their stressed out of their mind.
Yeah, and it's not like he got in trouble for, using it at all. He got in trouble for attempting to buy it 3 years before they said anything.
Yeah, well, so, I think he did admit to smoking pot 3 times, but he never did LSD.
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. But that's I mean, again, he's a stressful kid.
Yeah.
He's going through a hard time. Totally understandable.
Yeah, and like, I'm so glad that we have his music now, like his solo stuff, because he's so good. He's so good. Like I like BTB. That song, I mean, with featuring Davida, that song's so good. Like I was like, and now it's stuck in my head for the past couple weeks. I'm like, I love this song, man. This song's great. Why have I never heard this before? And then he does like he has a version with Soulja Boy, and I don't like Soulja Boy's like giving me flashbacks to high school, and I'm like, I haven't heard about Soulja Boy for years.
Yeah, right. It's like where has he been? Oh, okay. He's doing a guest spot on a BI song. All right.
It was like, where had he been? Yeah, exactly. And I was watching it. I was like, I like this so much. And music video wise, like, I love both music videos for that song too. Like, the story version is so like, oh, what is it called? The futuristic cyberpunky style, and I love it. And then I really like he does a lot of performance videos, music videos, and I really love the performance music video of it as well, because you get a really good look at all of the dance, not just him. Like he's in it somewhat, but the mass majority of the people in the center aren't even him. It's his backup dancers. And I think that's really good. I believe Chonghua did that as well in one of her music videos, where it was just like, I think it was Chonghua, where it was just like the dance crews dancing to her song. And I love when they do that, because it really highlights and it makes it feel like they actually care about their backup dancers and like they want to share the limelight with them, which I think is great. So I love the performance video. I love watching the footwork in it. It's so cool. And I love his outfit. I don't know. I was just like, there's something about that dark green plaid with the shirt. Like, I don't know what's wrong with me. I love every outfit, but like, it was so good.
Yeah, I found the performance video first, and I'm like, oh, this is unusual, because the song is clearly, this was, they put the song out as a single, and the video is just a straight performance video, which is amazing. He really gets to show off his dancing abilities too. It's like, oh, all right, so you write and you sing and you rap and you dance, like like really good. It's like, okay, all right, I see you, Bi. But then I didn't even realize there was the other video, the futuristic one. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is the story music video, which also they spent a lot of money on, as a very expensive looking music video.
Yeah, it is. It does look very expensive. I'm like, are you sure you're from like a no-name company? Because
right?
Like
Exactly.
This is impressive, man. So it's just, I don't know. Maybe he didn't get paid for it. He's like, no, don't pay me for this. Let's just like just put all the money into making it look sweet. But like, it's really good. And then he has, let's see, what was the other? There was another one. I believe it was Loved, the Loved music video. I really liked. Honestly, I like all of his music videos, to be perfectly frank. And he just dropped one 6 days ago.
Yes. It was so funny, because I was watching all of his music videos, and when you watch stuff on YouTube, eventually the algorithm gets you. And it's like, oh, you like this? Here's something else, which is kind of how I fell into K-pop in the first place. But yeah, because I've been watching so many BI videos. When his new one dropped, it was like at the top of my list of YouTube. As soon as I turned it on, it's like, oh, you like BI? Here's a new video. And I'm like, oh, that's odd.
Yeah, because I was talking to my sister. She's like, oh yeah, he's supposed to have a comeback. I'm like, how do you know this? I'm like, how do you know he's having a comeback? She's not an Icon fan. I was like, she's like, yeah, I heard he's having a comeback. I'm like, how did you hear this and I didn't? And then he did. He came back. I was like, oh, he did have a comeback. And his music video is tasty, and it's like the most bubbly, like upbeat music, like song of his that I have seen, like listened to. I'm like, this is cute. This is fun. What's good? Is he in a good place right now?
Well, I'm sure he wanted to drop a nice summer fun bop for everyone.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I guess because there's this like ice cream. I was just like, it's cute. It's cute. It probably has some raunchy lyrics I'm just not understanding right now. But like,
exactly. Some of those lyrics, I'm like, I don't think I want to look too deeply into what this means, but Yeah, I'm sure there's some raunchiness in there somewhere.
Yeah, I'll keep my naivety. Is that the right word? But I'll keep myself innocent for a little bit right now with
Yeah,
that song.
right,
I'll just enjoy it for what surface level at this point.
right.
But the music video's fun. It's cute. It's catchy. He's outside of a Korean restaurant, and a cute little Ajuma comes out, and it's adorable. And the dance is fun. The cowboy. What are those called? Like tassel things on the jacket just cracked me up. I'm like, what's with all the cowboy stuff in K-pop right now? Why is everyone wearing like cowboy? So I was like, and it's even in like a windbreaker. So it's just like, who designed this jacket? But it's a fun song. It's a fun little bop. So the little dancing Achi was like the best though. But it's cute. And then another one of his songs I like all of his songs, but the Loved music video, I feel like that one kind of resonated with me a lot. Maybe because I'm just a depressed person. I don't know. But it's so good. And then there was one that was like, oh god, what was the line? It was like depression is like a comfortable suit I wear or something like that.
Mhm.
I was like, oh, I feel very like he's like, oh, it's very normal for me. And I'm like, oh, that resonates with me. I'm so used to depression, like, oh, this is comfortable. I'm just comfortable being depressed at this point. I was like, oh geez, what does that say about me? But it was such a good song. It's sad, but it's very I don't know. I can connect with it. I think everyone can at some point in their life. Because life is hard,
Yeah.
and sometimes you feel like you have to like suppress your emotions and you don't know how to react to things, and because you don't know how to react to things, you can push people away without meaning to, and it's just a nice, sad, relatable song, and I really like that. And I was like, I think this was the song when I read the lyrics. I'm like, okay, I'm a fan of yours, dude. Okay. You got me. And then I delve even deeper to more of his songs, because before I watched the music video, I was just listening to the songs on like Spotify.
Mhm.
And I was like, yeah, I like this in BTB. I was like, yeah, I'm vibing to this. And then I was like, but then you start reading the lyrics in English you can find, and then you're like, oh, this is actually really good in English. Because with some K-pop songs, you read the English lyrics and like, what the hell are they talking about? But yeah, this one was so relatable to me. I don't know. You can relate to either the girl and you have be on one side or you be on the other. I just find it really relatable, and it's just the dark tones, and then like it was bright and cheery when he's with the girl, but then he starts sinking deeper into this like depression, and they fight, and it's really good storytelling, to be perfectly honest, in the music video too. So
Yeah, I was definitely impressed with the lyrics. And there was actually a lot of swears in it too, which I wasn't really expecting in the English version. I'm like, oh, we can just swear like this in the K-pop songs now? Okay.
I guess
All right.
so. I guess so.
But yeah, there's definitely some, very mature artistic thoughts in the lyrics in that song. I was really impressed by it.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, this kid's been through a lot. I mean,
Yeah.
going through the judicial system anywhere is got to be tough on you. And just K-pop lifestyle has got to be tough on you too.
Yep.
But I'm glad he's punching through with the popularity. So back to BTB. Did you see how many views are on that performance video?
Oh no, I didn't.
88 million views.
Oh my God.
Right. I was like, wait. I went back and I re-looked at it, and I'm like, I still don't believe it, so I'm gonna look at it again. But like, I was like, how many soloists don't get that number? Like, especially on performance videos.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, 88 million views. And the normal music video has 19 million views. So I'm like, for a dude who was supposed to be blacklisted from the K-pop industry, I mean, I don't know who's. I don't know if we should be like go K, K-Netsians or go international Netsians or go both, because man, this dude he's pulling numbers. Like,
Yeah.
it's impressive. And I mean, that song's great. It's like freaking stuck in your head forever, but still. And then Illa Illa. Did you watch that music video?
I did watch that one. Yep.
That one is really, I like that one too. It's just like, it's another one of those relatable songs. It's just, I don't know. He's very, yeah. Oh, it's in this song. Depression is the most comfortable home for me. Yeah, it's in this. It's in Illa Illa. It's not in Love, but it's in Illa Illa, where he goes, "Depression is the most comfortable home for me." Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's it. That's the relatable thing. Oh, also his actual real name is Hanbin. I completely forgot to tell you guys that his real name is Kim Hanbin. So when people are in the comments saying Hanbin, that's his name. It's like Shiny when people call Onu Jinky. It's his name. It's the name. But yeah, this music video, I would say it's a little more cheesy, the Illa Illa music video, than the rest of his music videos, but it's still very well done. And it's very depressing with like the beach at the end of my eyes and the bubbles. And I was like, dudes talk about crying, man. I was like, oh, this poor baby. He went through a lot, but it's a great music video as well. And then he does a lot of collabs, like
Yep.
a lot of collabs. It's insane. Like he did one with Epic High. I can't even like post all of the ones that, or talk about all of the ones that are in it. Like there's one with Leo, and
my favorite video that he did is a song that he did with Lehigh called Daydream. And the entire video is just him laying in bed. They built the set, they put the bed in, they set the camera, set the lights up. It's a full set. And it's like, okay, in this video, you're gonna get in the bed and you're gonna sleep, and we're gonna film it, and that's the video. And I'm like, there's no way he got the label to be like, I'm just gonna sleep in this video, and that's gonna be it.
Yeah, he also did a song. I don't know, with Destiny Rogers and Tyla Yale. I don't know how to say their name. And it's called Got It Like That. That one's really good. He did another one with Lehigh that you mentioned. I believe it's called Savior. And he did one with I think it was, let's see, Big Naughty. I think it's INFJ. That music video, I don't even know what's going on in that music video. Like, it's like, I don't know what the hell's going on. He's in there's like a lawn chair in a room that's covered in fake grass, and it's just, I don't know what's going on. But yeah, it's just, oh, and then he did one with where is it? Anyway, but just, he has a lot of features. Okay, he did a song with Jesse too, I believe. I think it was like a collab with a couple different artists, and Jesse was involved. I think Jay Park was involved as well, but that was on my Spotify, so I can't find any like music videos or anything for that. So, but he's only been a soloist for like what, 3-4 years at this point.
Yeah.
And I can't get over how popular this dude is. He got blacklisted, and there's some other idols who got blacklisted, and they never got out of it. But for him, he's like, oh, anyway, I'm going to continue my career now.
Yeah, exactly.
And also something funny, like I was watching Kingdom, Ultimate War or something like that. It has like ATs and Stray Kids and BTOB and The Boys, and Icon was in it. That was the whole thing. Icon was in it. I'm like, oh, okay. And then they show Icon, like they show like their old performances and stuff when they're introducing them, and they have like the smudge like the blur of where they were blurring him out. And I was like, this is the funniest and saddest thing, because they just have this big old like person-sized blur that's moving around the screen because they're trying to hide him. I'm like, guys, just keep him in. It looks worse to try to like smudge him out, because then you have this moving smudge around the screen. It looks terrible. Just keep the guy in. It's ridiculous. But it's not my country. Whatever, they can do what they want. I just think it's silly, because my mother was watching it with me. She's like, why'd they do that? I'm like, because the guy smoked pot a couple times, and she's like, okay. And my mom's from the 50s, and she's like, that's okay then. Older generation, she's still all the same. She's like, that's dumb. All right, then. She's like, okay. I'm like, I don't know, Mom. I don't know. So it's just funny, because you watch these old shows and I'm like, what's that smudge moving? But like, it's just maybe because they don't want to pay him. Maybe that's why, because if he actually appeared, they'd have to pay him, I guess. Maybe. I don't know. Got screen time. But oh God. I think it's one of those what is it, like, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger situation. And this kid, I'm going to call him a kid. He's 6 years younger than me. I'm calling him a kid. This kid, he, I guess, defied all odds, I want to say. I know I keep going back to that, but that's like a big thing for him. And I only talk about, because I don't talk about like rumors. We don't talk about rumors. But this was an actual thing that actually happened. Like he was found guilty of stuff. And it helped him grow. And now he has, I think, like a plethora of stuff to write songs about. And that probably sounds horrible, but now he has a lot of things that he can write about, and feelings and all that stuff. And I think it shows. His songs are very dark, but he hates Aegyo, which honestly I do too. I hate Aegyo. It just especially with guys, it drives me insane. I'm like, please don't. Please don't. And then did you watch the Midnight Blue video? It's a donation film. Did you watch that?
Yeah, and I was surprised that his first song was an animated video. I was like, oh, because I wanted to start his videos in chronological order. And that was the first one that came up, and I'm like, he's not even in it.
No. He's not. I thought it's such a sad song.
Yeah.
All of his songs are so sad, except for Tasty right now, but I haven't like looked too into it. But like, it's just, he's so sad, but I was like, it's so relatable, but so sad. Like going home to an empty house, the kid got like roughed up, it looks like. And it's just, I think maybe this has to do with like the paper plane tattoo. I want to think maybe because, so yeah, Midnight Blue. It's very sad, but I do recommend it. The art style, honestly, I don't know what to say about the art style. It's very, how to say it? I'm not gonna say bad, because it's not bad. It's just they have like really thin necks. So it's cute art style, but it's very sad. It's a sad song, but I'm happy his new song is at least bubbly.
Sure, yeah.
So it kind of gave me, I know people are going to get mad at me, but I'm like, it kind of gave me Miyazaki vibes to it a little bit.
Yeah, I was getting that same type of vibe from it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought it was good. And then there was one, I don't know if he's doing like sign language, but the Midnight Blues teaser has the main character, I think, doing sign language. It's only like a 50-second video, but I think it's a sign language. But I thought that was cute. I've never seen that done before, honestly. Never seen a music video teaser done in sign language like that. So it's very interesting. And then of course people are like, things you may have not have noticed. And like the YG building's right here. I'm like, I'm not digging that deep into this. Okay, guys. I'm not digging into the theories videos or anything like that. But if people are interested, they have those. So any of the songs like your favorite or anything at all?
And this may not be a completely fair assessment, but the song that I've been playing constantly is the one. It's Got It Like That. Even though he's on there with two other people, he doesn't even come on to like the second verse. But that song is so catchy.
Yeah.
It is so catchy, and it's just it does what a K-pop song is supposed to do. It gets right in your ear, and then when you're not even when you're thinking about something totally different, suddenly there's in the back of your brain there's this little got it like that, dun, 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 and it got it like that. I'm like, wait, why is that in my head? Oh yeah, the BI video. So yeah, that song just works, totally works for me.
Yeah, it's good.
BTBT is again this that's a fun bop. And there's a song that came out right after that. The video starts with BTBT, and it's God, what was the name of it? Keep Me Up.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah, that one I really like too. That's the one that I was like, oh, okay. There's a little bit of a story that's happening. I like that. I like that. So yeah, those are my three for like what I like. I mean, all the songs are good, but for like what kind of appeals to my audio sensibilities, those are the three that I really like. And I will say, when I found out that he worked on Blackpink's Whistle, suddenly that song is like back in my head now because they've had so many comebacks. Blackpink has. They've had so many comebacks since that song that I kind of forgot about it. And now that I read that, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go back and listen to that song. So now that song's in my head now.
Yeah, well, yeah, like he really writes some, like, what are they called? What's my dad called? Earworms that they like.
Yes.
Brain, like he's really good at writing songs that just keep replaying in your head. You're like, why why is it doing this? So speaking of his songwriting and his own stuff, I'm just gonna list off some of his other writing that he has done. As the leader of Icon, he was credited as the sole record producer and main songwriter for all of their releases, which includes the group's full-length studio albums, Welcome Back, Return, a compilation album, The New Kids, and various singles and EPs, such as hashtag WYD, New Kids Begin, Rubber Band, New Kids Continue, essentially everything Icon did. He wrote. He also wrote songs for MC Mong, and several current and former artists under YG Entertainment, such as Epic High, Winner, Blackpink, Psy, Seungri. Sorry. sorry. My okay. Lee Hee and Eun Ji Won. He was also selected as a full member of the Korean Music Copyright Association on January 22nd, 2019. And as of May 2024, he has registered 121 songs.
Wow.
Yeah. Let's see. In 2022, BI and the South Korean producers Millennium, Shi Hwang, Patty, and Kim Chung-hoon founded the record production and songwriting team White Noise Club under 313 in 2023. Sorry. White Noise Club produced the first EP of the South Korean R&B singer-songwriter Suvi, called A Tempo, with BI taking part in writing and composing two of its songs, including the lead track Missing You. In the same year, they also contributed to the debut EP of boy band POW. So he also wrote and composed two of the four songs and co-wrote and co-composed another. Dude needs to calm down is what he needs to do. And then he has a full thing on let's see, philanthropy. He won Melon Music Awards in 2018 for the Songwriter of the Year. And then 2023, on the Hanteo Music Awards, he won Emerging Art. He was nominated for the Emerging Artist Award, and he won Special Award Hip Hop.
Nice.
Yeah, so he has won a couple things. Not that winning award really doesn't mean anything in the long run, but I do agree that he deserved every win that he got because he is uber talented. For me, my favorite songs of his, even without the videos, would probably be Keep Me Up, Loved, and BTB. Illa Illa is really close to being my top 3. I think it would probably be number 4. Just because I can relate to the lyrics a lot. But I think Loved, it just barely squeezed by. It barely overtook its slot. It could be interchangeable too. But and then with Keep Me Up, the music video, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a 90s kid, but I kind of like the grungy, slightly dirty look.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because back in the day, we had groups like Nirvana and stuff, and they were really popular. So seeing because everything's kind of retro and slightly, I want to say slightly grungy, because he's in front of that store, which if you look at the Tasty music video, it looks like the same shop but clean. They cleaned up the set and just made it a different shop. But everything's overgrown and dirty and the aggressiveness with the chick.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, okay. But he's just kind of out there shirtless, and it just kind of seems slightly grungy. I don't know. It's just slightly, everything's in industrial worn down warehouse type situation, or parking lot, I should say. I like that aesthetic. I don't know. I think there might be something wrong with me. I don't know. But I really liked it. He seems very comfortable while he dances. He seems really relaxed. He doesn't seem like he's struggling at all, which is actually quite nice to see, because some K-poppers, you watch them dance, you can focus on one and you go, oh, they're having a rough time with this choreo. They're having a little rough time here. But he seems totally relaxed. And with the new song Tasty, he also has a dance practice video, and they're in a basketball court.
Yep. And
I was like, oh, I actually really like this. This is nice. This is fun. I'm a sucker for performance and dance videos, honestly. And then he does that. I watched some of his lives, Hip Hopalula. I can't say the freaking name, the festival. Hip Hopalula. I can't say the name. I'm sorry, but he performed, and it was outside, and he did that actually all of Icon does that, because I remember watching The Kingdom, and they're like, oh, they did the microphone thing where they twirl the microphone in their hands, and he does that on stage. He's like, whoop whoop. It's
oh, okay.
Calm down. But looks like he's having fun. He's definitely a guy or a performer that I would love to actually go to one of his concerts. I wouldn't have his light stick or anything, but I would go and he just seems fun. He seems fun in concert. And I don't know. Oh, I never saw this before. So I'm looking at something. Did you ever look at the Keep the Fire Alive Cosmos message film?
Yes, I think I did.
Okay. It's I don't know. It's interesting. I don't know. He's holding the guy up, and then he's the guy being held up, and I'm like, okay, and then he's on fire, and I'm like, I don't know. This is weird. This is an interesting music video. And then what about the 19 music video?
19. I think I did see that one.
With the skateboard flying through the air, and his running, and I think he looks like he's in a high school uniform, kind of.
Yeah, it's crazy green screen effects, right?
Yeah, where he's just it looks like he's literally in a what are those called? Those old school, he's in his house and he's just put a green screen up and he's made a
Yeah.
home music video.
Yeah, exactly.
He has a lot of random B-roll in the background.
Yep.
So that one was interesting, to say the least. Because this one came out only about 2 years ago. I think it came out at the same time as the Fire one, but it's so like silly. It seems weird.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's afraid to push the envelope when it comes to music videos, where it's like, okay, I'm gonna give you guys me shirtless dancing with dancers outside of this grungy futuristic store, and then I'm gonna give you a video of me sleeping.
yeah, exactly. I'm gonna sleep, and I'm not, and then I'm gonna look like early YouTube videos of me jumping in front of a green screen.
Yeah, exactly.
It's I just like him. I didn't watch any like shows of him like to see his actual personality and like variety shows or anything. But just going off of like how he does his music videos, it's just like this kid's got to be like a crackhead, like like he's got to be one of those weird kids, I know he's 27. Let me call him a kid, guys. I'm older than him. And then he has a lot of little like. He doesn't have nearly as many music videos as some of the groups we went through, because I remember like, oh my gosh, I'm never getting through any of these.
Yeah.
And these, I was just like, I'm not going to get through any of these because I keep them on repeat. I'm like, I'm going to watch this one again. Because I don't know how much he's involved with like the production and the costuming. But whoever he has hired doing that stuff, they need a raise because they're killing it, man.
Yeah, I would guess that he's pretty involved in it, based on everything that he's done music wise, and performance wise. I would guess that he's very involved in the aesthetic of the videos.
Yeah, I would hope so, but like, I would assume so, but I don't know.
So sure, that he went to someone has to be like, all right, so in this video, you're going to be in front of a green screen, and we're just going to put random videos behind you. And someone would have to be, if someone pitched that to him, there's got to be a part of him that's like, I don't know if I want to do that. I don't know if that works for the music video. But if he's like, he's in charge of, he has a position on the label itself. So I'm sure there's a part of him that's like, all right, here we go. We get a green screen. I'm going to just jump around and we're just going to put some footage and that's it. The video's done. And they're like, okay, BI, whatever you say.
Whatever you want, dude. Yeah, I guess thinking of it that way, that'd be like, if someone pitched that to you, you'd be like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
You want me to do what? Okay. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, no, you put it that way. Yeah, he's got to be heavily involved.
Yep.
Yeah, that makes most sense. All right, so like, I feel like, final thoughts with him. He feels like a diamond in the rough situation. A hidden little gem. Like, maybe not to other people who like, well, he's from Icon. What are you under a rock? I'm sorry. I mean, I kind of missed the Icon train, apparently, but I guess I was too busy with other groups. But I'm glad that we decided to talk about him because now he's on my playlists. I like his stuff a lot. I'll be keeping an eye on him. If he ever comes to where I am, or even close, I'll gladly go see his concert. I missed out on Jay Park's concert because I couldn't go, and I'm very upset about that. So, yeah, I'm like, dang it, he even came here. But I'm gonna keep an eye on him, and because I really like his music. I actually relate to a lot of his songs, which I think at the end of the day, that just. It doesn't matter the awards, because if you find an artist that you can relate to, like musically, then that's a win for you, and I guess for them too, because now he has a new fan. Will I buy his albums? I'll see how expensive they are, because I'm every life's expensive right now, so I have to be very nitpicky. But so far, he's one of the few that like every single song, I'm like, I like this, I really like this, because I was going in thinking I wouldn't like him. I don't know why. Maybe I don't know. I was like, he's from YG. I don't know. Just weird because I love 2NE1 and Big Bang. So
Hmm.
I don't know. But I was like, but I'm happy we talked about him. I really like him. I think he is a musical genius. I believe he deserves all the awards for his work. I'm happy he beat the blacklisting in the Korean entertainment industry, and whoever helped him, overcome that fan wise, good on you guys, because this boy deserves praise and whatnot. You shouldn't be taken down for one mistake you've made in your life because that's silly and stupid. It wasn't
Yeah.
even he didn't murder anyone, so it wasn't like you know. But as an American, maybe I'm just like desensitized to that sort of thing. I don't know, but I think I'm very interested in to watch his career continue. Whether he'll become like Jay Park and become like this huge CEO of this label and blah blah blah. To see how he goes, because he kind of seems to be going in that direction. So I hope the best for him, and I highly highly recommend him as an artist.
Yeah, it's rare to have someone kind of, I mean, like it's not like he went solo, like he got, he left his group
Mm-hmm.
and then having to strike out on his own and still be able to say I am a true artist, and here's me rapping, here's me singing, here's me doing a pop song, here's me doing ballads. Like he runs the gamut of what a
Mm-hmm.
K-pop artist is. He doesn't really shy away from anything. Like he can do anything, and the fact that I saw the videos. I'm like, okay, you got the swag, and you're obviously you're a good rapper. And then you get to some of his other songs where he's singing. It's like, oh, you actually have a good voice. Like he does a duet with Chu from Luna, or used to be from Luna.
Yeah.
And it was very sweet. I'm like, yeah, I wonder how this is going to play out. But they actually sound very sweet together. I'm like, oh, okay. So you can sing too. And then I saw him dance, and I'm like, Jesus, dude, come on. Like, all right. So it is very nice to see that he's, because of the position that he's in, he's really able to take advantage and kind of showcase all of his talents.
Mm.
And I think that's why he's been able to survive the blacklist, because you can't really deny his talent.
No, you can't. And yeah. So, once again, thank you guys so much for joining us. And you can catch me on the Definitive Crusade, where we talk about DC Comics and everything DC. And what do you have going on, Mark?
You can catch me every week on Soul Wizard Podcast. Me and my friends get together and do a review of something new and nerdy. Usually it's movies or TV shows. I think we did the Fall Guy, the Ryan Gosling movie, a little while ago. We recently did X-Men 97 on Disney Plus. And coming up soon, we will be doing Furiosa, Mad Max Furiosa. So if it's kind of a genre movie or TV show that's out that week, that's what we will be covering on Soul Wizard Podcast.
Awesome. All right. Well, thank you guys so much, and see you next time. And we'll leave you with one more BI video just because I can't help myself. All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.
I just need a look in the mirror, need a wish in my pocket, always stretching the truth and I need to learn to be honest. 억지로 숨죽일 뿐 허탈함에 갇혔네. I had a love but I lost it.